What's up? What's up? Welcome into another show, Jammin with J Money. We back, man. Yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. Too bad of a day. It was actually a real nice day, man. To be honest with you, it's always just a little bit though, just enough to pitch you out to get you motivated for the next day. I know that's what happened with me. My bad. Got my phone on, man. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all get over there to the website SBR Video /NBA. Check out the articles, man. We put them on there early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I know I had one early this morning. It's moved to half a point, but y'all make sure y'all go and check it out. I'm gonna post a link to the article. My guy Junior got articles over there. Jordan as well. Everybody, Al McCourty, Stu Cal. I mean, everybody. Spread the star. Everybody on there. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get to some money, man. What's up, Jordan? Everything cool with you? You were here yesterday, man, but we need you to put the luck on your team today, man. Did you end up taking any bets yesterday?
Yeah, man. Last 2 days have been very nice for me. Wednesday, didn't get to talk about it yesterday, but Wednesday, Hawks and Grizzlies as underdogs. Just roll up it's like an ATM at that point. And then yesterday, I didn't miss a bet yesterday. Had the over in the first quarter in the Spurs game. And Portland took the Spurs first quarter yesterday. Had a couple of nice prop bets on Julius Randle and Elf Payton's overs in that Knicks game. Man, those two absolutely balled out yesterday. Couldn't miss yesterday. I was on fire, hoping to keep that heat check alive tonight, though. So I'm going in on a couple here today. Let's keep it going, boys. How about you?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. Yesterday was all right, man. It was. I know the Knicks they did end up beating they traded Marcus Morris, but they ended up getting the win versus the Magic. It was a little crazy game. Magic come back in the third quarter, go up by 10, and then they pissed it away in the fourth quarter for the Knicks. The Knicks came back and got the win. So if you had the Magic there, that was pretty tough, man. The I was on the Pelicans yesterday, -5,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about they was up 26. They was up 20 in the fourth quarter. I look back at it, they up by 6, and then the Bulls score up by 4. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me, bro. I'm looking at I know Ingram left the game and then come back, but I'm like, bro, come on now. I mean, Jaleel Okafor took care of us, missed on the missed free throw, and then got the putback. Then they win by 6, and even the Bulls still try to go down a chunk of 3 and try to screw us out, man. Crazy how the NBA is. If I would have lost though, I would have been hot, man. I mean, I hit two different spots on them, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If that one would have lost, bro, I would have been like I might have had to take a day off or something. That shit would have really had me heated. You know what I'm saying? You win the game the whole time, then you finna piss away in the fourth quarter. Still 38-22 in the fourth quarter. That was too close to comfort, man. The Bulls made a comeback, but still got the cash. But still, man, one of my books pushed up to 6 too, man. I'm glad I got on them early. I would have been heated just on the man. That was tough there. That's tough. But got the cash. The 76ers versus the Bucks there, man. Y'all know the Bucks they end up outlasting them there in the fourth quarter. Just the third quarter really it pushed them above and closed. I mean the 76ers were keeping their game close for a while. And he still don't look right out there. The 76ers don't look right. It might get Josh Richardson back today, but they end up taking the L. Full game with the Bucks cash and Elwin, man. Cash and Elwin. Took a loss with the Spurs. I mean, they get outscored by 14 in the fourth quarter, man. It happened. Still think it was the right side, but I mean, the Blazers they did what they do in the fourth quarter. The Spurs just ran out of gas there. They was up at the half, everything, man. Through three quarters, man. I thought I was gonna get the cash, you know what I'm saying, but ended up taking the L and L win. And I wasn't on the Lakers in the spread. I just had them on the money line on the parlay to close out the parlay and they still couldn't get it done versus the Rockets with no big. I mean, that was pretty crazy. I got a little sneaky feeling about it when he went down to 6. I'm like, but I was like, man, no, the Lakers still can win this game. Anthony Davis went down for a little bit. He came back, but man, the boys take a L to Houston by 10 at the house, man. No, but that's pretty surprising, man. But I had to turn that game off at the fourth quarter. I didn't even want to watch them. I knew they was finna lose straight up, man. What you think about that game, Junior? The Rockets beat the Rockets come to play when we bet against them, but let it be a good spot for them boys. Man, can't stand damn team. What you got, Junior?
Yeah. The Houston Midgets got the job done yesterday. I still don't think in a 7-game series that's going to work, but good for them. I mean, essentially what happened yesterday is that for whatever reason, every time, I mean, Russell Westbrook is a California kid. I mean, he's from Long Beach. He just goes bananas every time he plays in the Staples Center. It doesn't matter if it's against the Lakers or the Clippers. Russell Westbrook just goes bananas in Staples Center. James Harden only had 14 points in that game. Covington was pretty big for them in that game too, being that he just came over. But at the end of the day, bro, we'll see. We'll see if that strategy works. I'll tell you one thing though. In a regular season, I can see it working. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not stupid, right? Houston Rockets consider themselves as a team that's at the forefront of analytics in the NBA with their GM Daryl Morey, one of the smartest people in the NBA, even though he effed up in that China situation. So if they're going all in on this style, they have to really believe it's going to work. I just don't think it's going to work in the playoffs. But they played well yesterday. The Lakers should be embarrassed. But I feel like they'll figure it out though. But that game really pissed me off because it kind of ruined my night. I had Bucks full game, which won. That canceled out the Lakers losing full game. And I had that parlay first half Lakers, first half Bucks. The Lakers pushed in the first half, so it reverted back down to just the Bucks first half. So it just made a little bit of change, not what I would have liked, but I got some totals today, Jay. Switching it up a little bit. I got a couple total looks that I like.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear that, man. I was interested to see what your take was on that Heat game, man. But yeah, Russell Westbrook went off for yesterday, and it's a little bit misleading because he looked the Rockets looked so good last night, and it's almost like a perfect setup to game's night, man. I mean to tonight's game, and I will talk about it and stuff. I don't want to take the Suns, but I mean, and that spread coming down, I don't think they're in a good spot. You see, Russell Westbrook is the one that was their motor. 41 points, obviously. You know what I'm saying? 8 rebounds, five assists. Man, Russell Westbrook just went off for him last night. Like you say, Harden didn't have a good game. He's still not out there balling. And I want to say one more thing, bro. They got 2 centers, but they not even. And them boys didn't play a single minute last night, and they not hurt. That's what's tripping me out. The Rockets are two. They got Tyson Chandler and Hardenstein. They choosing to go this. I mean, everybody laughed at him with PJ Tucker, and there was a few times with the Lakers went to the Dwight Howard, went to Anthony Davis or JaVale McGee down there versing, but they didn't do it enough in my opinion. I mean, that should have been easy baskets, man. How didn't PJ Tucker he had 4 personal fouls? He should have got fouled out in the first half, man. If it's me, you know today's NBA. Pump fake, wait till he go in the air, or you know what I'm saying, wait till he pull his arm right there, wrap around whether it's a personal foul or it's a shooting foul, rack them fat, man. I couldn't be the coach out there, but I really think it's a simple game plan. I really do think that anybody Kuzma could have balled against Tucker. He's a strong player, but as far as the height, man, I mean, the Dwight Howard versus Tucker, come on, man. They end up, hey, you never know what happened. Maybe Lakers just took off to a nice dunk, though, by LeBron. It was a real nice dunk, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a real nice dunk. But let's get to today, though. Let's get to today, man. Yeah, the Pelicans almost ran me high, but they got me paid, though. They did. Final score on didn't matter, man. It was a butt clincher, but we got it, though. Grizzlies versus 76ers, man. Yesterday wasn't nothing. It's only get to today, man. I'm still pissed off. Damn Spurs. Damn Blazers keep taking my money, man. This game, the 76 at the house, man. I sent my phone. Josh Richardson, he questioned me. He might play here. Obviously, I mean, he went from out indefinitely to questionable. He probably gonna play. He probably gonna suit it up. Valanciunas was questionable last game. He played. He's questionable here. If Valanciunas doesn't end up playing, man, I mean, we know the 76ers, they got to come back and win this game. It is a back-to-back off a huge game versus the Bulls. I mean, they're in a rut right now. The Grizzlies are a good team. They are, but if Valanciunas not in there tonight, I do think that the 76ers going to get them. It's not a game that I was looking at, and I probably won't play it, but the 76ers at the house are a different beast. I will tell you that. It's the only thing that I'm going to say. They're a total different beast, and this isn't the Mavs without 3 guards. You know what I'm saying? The Memphis paid me last game, but like I say, Valanciunas, if he's out tonight, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt tonight versus Horford and Embiid. The 76ers, they out for blood. I'm telling you that. I don't like them, but here at the house, man, the spread's going down. They're making it easy for you, man. What you got, Jordan? I think you said something to me about this game right before. You like the Grizzlies here?
Yeah, man, I'm taking the points. I don't trust Philly here. I don't trust the way they've been playing the last 5 games. Their defense has been absolutely atrocious. I don't think getting back Josh Richardson tonight, whether that happens tonight, is even going to help them that much. And who says that they don't late scratch Joel Embiid tonight coming off the back-to-back? I mean, like, he hasn't looked quite right. Like you said, I could see anything happening tonight. There is absolutely no way you could convince me that the Philly 76ers are a good play here. I'm riding this Grizz train. until it derails essentially. I do actually though in this game have another play that I like a little bit better than the Grizz here. I kept it small on the Grizz just because I do agree. I think there is some credence to Philly having a bounce back spot here. Don't get me wrong. It's not a smash spot for me for the Grizzlies whatsoever, but I do have a small play on them first half full game. But I think the better play actually is the first half over, just because Philly has trouble with these smaller, quicker guards that Memphis is going to throw at them. I don't think Ben Simmons is going to be able to guard Ja Morant if that's the matchup they want to go with. I think that's probably why Josh Richardson is so keen on getting back tonight, because I think he's probably one of their only options that could stay in front of the quickness of Ja Morant. I think I just saw that they're not going to have Burks or Glenn Robinson, the two guys they traded for tonight, so they're not going to be able to make their debut tonight. So Philly's once again working with a little bit of a shorter bench. I know Memphis just made that trade. They're going to be down a few bodies, and I agree the Valanciunas thing is a little bit questionable, but that's actually one of the reasons why I like the first half over here a little bit more. It's been steaming up. I grabbed it at 108.5. It looks like it's going to 109 here before it's going to settle. If Valanciunas is out, the Grizzlies are going to play even faster. They're already a fast-paced team. They're going to play even faster tonight. And with the way Philly's been playing defense, I think there's going to be points tonight on both sides for this one, especially early on in the game where you're giving me, a first half total of less than 110 points when the full game totals up to 222.5, 223 in some instances. Looks like a 223 and a hook at pennies right now. I really like the first half over here. I think you're still getting a little bit of value. I know it's been steaming, but I still think that at 108.5, it's pretty good here. But I also love that 5.5 with Memphis tonight and the +3 on the first half. I think I'm getting pretty good value with the way Philly's been playing lately.
Exactly. Yeah, I could see it. I could make a strong case for the 76ers. Just I'm staying away from this. I could see obviously the way that the rut that the 76ers are in. It seems like Philly. It seems like the Grizzlies should be. It really should seem like it should be an easy play, really. But like I mean, them boys. Them boys. When I say Jekyll and Hyde on the road and at the house, some of the crowd. I don't know if it's the Philly cheesesteaks, and I like Philly cheesesteaks too, man. Them things. Hey, I get it with the jalapeno. I don't like onions. I get it made with the jalapenos. Hey, man, but it's real though. What you like, Junior? You like the Philly cheesesteaks in this, or you going with the Memphis barbecue? I'm hungry now, man. I'm ready to eat.
I'm about to live bet this game. If Memphis could come out hot, take an early lead, you might be able to get a real juicy price on Philly. I think that it's hard for me. I agree with most of what Jordan said. I actually have my lean would be Memphis plus the points. But, I mean, Philly's lost like 4 games in a row. They're 22-2 at home. They're just such a different team at home than they are on the road. They only allow 101 points a game at home. This is actually, for me, this is a big-time test of who Memphis is as a team because, if we're just going – because, as cappers, we try not to just look at season record. We try to look at current form. If we're going by current form, Grizzlies are a much better team right now, right? They've won 7 of their last 10. They really haven't lost too many games since in 2020. They've actually only lost 4 times since the start of the year. So they're the team trending in the right direction. So if they can come into Philly on the second game of this 3-game road trip right here and get a W, I'm gonna be backing them against Washington on Sunday for sure. Just a little look ahead, but. For now, I'd rather live bet this game, see if I can get a better price on Philly because -5.5 is already pretty good. But I agree with Jordan that the way Philly's looked, it's just hard to lay any amount of points with them right now. I think, if anything, I might throw them on a money line parlay, but I just didn't have anything in mind, so I just stayed off the game.
Exactly. Let me see. Yeah, it's down to 5 too, and you can get it's pretty much 5 across the board. 5.5 in Bovada, but they always shade shit up, man. Pretty much 5 across the board, man. Bovada, them boys, they'll be on some most stuff. You take the dollars with them boys, but yeah, if Valanciunas is out, then I might put something small on the 76ers. That's just me though. It's just personal play. I won't tell anybody to take it though. But bounce back spot, I like that. I like it when teams play Jekyll and Hyde at 76 at the house. Grizzly young team, man. Valanciunas in different story. They're there with their starting center and Jay Crowder once again because it pissed me off last game. They got a job done versus the Mavs, but I still wanted Jay Crowder in there. Make no mistake about it. You dig what I'm saying? Obviously, he got traded. Their pieces of Winslow obviously still out. Their traded pieces aren't playing tonight. Got a sneaky feeling Josh Richardson might play, but if Valanciunas is out, I might throw something small in the 76. That's just me personally. Next game, Mavs versus Wizards. I don't have a strong look on this one. Still a lot of injuries. Porzingis got his nose broke last game. probably gonna play, but still officially questionable. Barea and Curry is still questionable. They're the reason why I had to fade my team the last game. That's the reason why it's went down from 42. We don't know if Porzingis is gonna play. Obviously, a superstar, and we know the Wizards can score, but right now it's just really iffy for me. I know the Mavs, they coming off that loss. This is on the road. Wizards play better at the house. They still terrible. Got a good offense. Don't play any defense. Mavs still gonna play better defense than the boys. So I'm still leaning towards the Mavs. Whoever they have it, but I need to see somebody ruled in. I need to see some people. I really need all three of those people really ruled in if I'm gonna take the Mavs here. That's just me personally, though. Any quick looks on this one, Junior?
I'm sorry. What did you say your look was? Which way were you leaning?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
The Mavs versus Wizards. I'm leaning the Mavs, waiting on three huge injuries: J.J. Barea, Seth Curry, and the biggest one of them all, Kristaps Porzingis. He should play. Man, you better tape that shit up, man, and get out there. Just a broke nose.
Well, yeah, listen,
plug it up if
look
you got
on
to,
this
man.
game,
Get your ass out there and play.
I'm not surprised that you're on Dallas, though, because how could you be on Washington
I'm
right
not
now?
on Dallas.
What would make
I'm not
Washington...
on Dallas, brother.
Huh?
I'm not on Dallas. I'm leaning that way, waiting on the injuries.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I'm not surprised you're leaning that way, because what would make Washington a bet-on team? I mean, there's nothing about the Wizards that would make me take them. +2 is not enough. That's not a good price on Washington. They're garbage. Remember about a month ago we were talking about how, or at least I was, that I kind of stay away from Washington because they just scored too many points for me to think that I could just look at them as an automatic fade team. Well, they've slowed down like considerably offensively, and their defense has obviously not gotten any better. I mean, they let two teams in a row, like last week, put up 150 points against them. So even though Dallas, if Dallas has Porzingis, it has to be Dallas. Now, maybe if Kristaps is out, you could look towards Washington, but to me, this game is an absolute stay away.
Exactly. Yeah. I can see it. I know I'm staying away from it right now. It's like I said, until we get some injury news. But if two of those three are in, I'd look towards the Mavs here. They're a much better team than the Wizards. What you got? Any looks on this one, Jordan? You taking the over here with the Wiz not playing on defense? Obviously, I mean, and them two guards they mean a lot to the total as well. I think it's huge implications here. You'll see the line move whichever way. I mean, it'll go back up to 4 if Porzingis and Curry or Barea are in there. You'll see. What you got, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm probably staying away from this game, though. But like you said, the injuries are just probably what's keeping me away from it the most, because if all three of those guys miss for Dallas tonight, like, Washington's pretty healthy right now comparatively to what they have been. They're actually maybe the deeper team. I think I just saw that Baz Napier is going to be able to make his debut tonight as well off that trade too. So I mean, like, talking about a pretty deep Wizards team, which is really weird to say at this point in the year, but they're relatively healthy. And if Dallas is banged up, especially like Jay or Junior said, if Porzingis is out, I definitely am not touching the Mavs here. So take that as you will, but I'm staying off the game entirely. There's no way. Same thing as Junior said. There's no way you can trust the Wizards only taking 2 points tonight. And if Porzingis is ruled out, you're not going to get that 2 for long. Yeah, it's probably just a layoff spot. There's 8 games tonight. This is probably one of the worst ones in my opinion with all the uncertainty.
Exactly. Let's get to the next game, man. Hawks versus Celtics. This is the game I did the write-up on, man. If the real ones, the true ones, they probably go in there every morning. I don't even have to post the link. They just go in there and check it out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go and check it out, the breakdown on it. But it's real simple, man. I know that the Celtics, they won 5 straight games. Both teams got injuries. The Hawks, they coming off that win versus the Timberwolves. And I know that they're the second worst team in the East, but I mean, them boys still looking towards the future. I mean, they got some trades. They willing and dealing. They hadn't quit. They got to get some pieces around Trae Young. He gonna want out. He gonna want to dip somewhere else. Somebody like losing forever. Hey, I can't carry you. I'm the youngster out here. I can't be carrying you boys forever. Well, yeah. Now they got some players, man. It's a home and home as well, man. 2 games today, really home and home. And y'all know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. And I'm getting double digits. You can get 10 points or really 9.5 with the Hawks here, man. And then I already knew that Gordon Hayward and Gordon Hayward and Browne was gonna be out. They both went out in the last game, man. So that's a huge blow, man. Both them guys average more 25 and 6 a game, man. That's a huge blow in my opinion, man, to their offense. They already got the 4th worst bench in the leagues, the home and home. They only lost by 3 already to the Celtics early this year. Kemba Walker come back in. He's going to be on the minutes restriction, just probably play 30 minutes. He's been out the last 3 games. He probably a little rusty. I mean, they getting smart and Kemba Walker back, but now Hayward and Brown going out. I mean, I can see them looking right past the Hawks here. I don't think they give a shit about this game whatsoever, man. Probably come in, win 1, 2, 3 points. If not, lose the game straight up. They come out bullshitting the Hawks, then shown they can come out there and get a lead on the Celtics. They just did it at the house. I know they play a little bit different on the road, but I like the Hawks here. Plus, I'm getting almost 10 points, and I think that this is a winnable. I think it's a game that they could possibly win if the Celtics come out not giving a shit. The bench getting thinner. The fourth worst scoring bench is going to get even thinner. I like the Hawks here plus them points, man. Might let a little sprinkle on that money line. Junior, tell me I'm crazy, man. Or Junior, you probably my guy Junior. He probably on the Celtics here. Come on, Junior, tell me you're on the Celtics, my guy.
No, it's too many points. Hayward and Brown, not only offensively but defensively, those are huge losses. Obviously, Marcus Smart coming back is big defensively, especially when it comes to guarding Trae Young. But this team is not that deep. Their core players are really, really talented. Jaylen Brown is a borderline all-star. Jason Tatum is an all-star. Gordon Hayward is a former all-star. Kemba Walker is an all-star. So their core is strong. But past their core, pretty thin. So you can't tell me that this team could lose core players and still cover double-digit spreads, no problem, against an Atlanta team that can put up points when they get it going. So it would have to be Atlanta or nothing. I just prefer to stay away from the game.
Exactly. I can dig it. I would say Hawks should stay away. It's just me personally. I mean, I'm taking the points with confidence. I mean, like I say, you can get a 10 out there. Bovada. You remember I was talking shit about Bovada? You get a 10 there. 10 points here. I love the Hawks here plus the 10. I'll be quite frank with you. I mean, Hunter, he's in. I already knew all the. I mean, Teague's in. Trae Young is in. Somebody say on Earth, Teague might have man. And then Fernando, he was doubtful. He gonna give it a go. He gonna play 15 minutes, and I like that. He said, you know what, I'm limited to 15 minutes, but I'm gonna give all my 15 out there. I'm gonna give my little 50%. I like that, bro. The Hawks, them boys seem they're not quitting, bro. I like seeing that. The boys traded for Capella. They got Scala, Bissiere, you know what I'm saying, over there. They're not playing tonight, but the boys say, you know what I'm saying, we ain't no pushovers, man. I like that. Them boys play with some fight in them. They can come out here and lose by 13. I can see it, but I think that more the 7, 8 range. You give me 8. I mean, you give me 9.5, 10 points. I'm taking it with confidence. Anything on this one, Jordan? Before we get to the next one.
Man, you already know I'm riding with you on this. I saw Jaylen Brown and Gordon Hayward went out. I went ahead and hit that button on the Hawks plus 10.5, and now it's down a full point. And you're telling me that, like you said, I mean, I didn't even know if you mentioned it. DeAndre Hunter's going to be back tonight for the Hawks too. That Kevin Huerter, he's probable. He was on the injury report. I mean, like, this is a deeper team. Why are we trusting that? Why would you want to lay double digits with the Celtics tonight against a team that's deeper and probably a little bit motivated? I feel like I'm having a deja vu conversation from 2 days ago when we cashed with the Hawks too, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm rolling up right back the train with you. I won't even waste our time with it because I'm riding with you on this one, Jay. I think the Hawks, Trae Young, I don't. Marcus Smart's back. Good luck trying to guard Trae Young, my guy. I know Marcus Smart is a very good defender, and I don't want to disrespect Marcus Smart at all, but this is Trae Young we're talking about. This is a future superstar or an already budding superstar in the league and only his second year in the league. Yeah, he's not guarding him tonight. The Hawks are deeper in the front court because Celtics don't have Tice. He's their main defender. And you're telling me they're going to start Olay defense in his Cantor tonight against the Hawks? No. Hawks taking points tonight is a great play tonight. I'd still take them at 9.5 too, unless it dips below that. I think they're probably great. I don't know if I want to go so far as to say they're a live dog tonight because that is a lot of points in the Celtics. I continue to undervalue them, and they continue to surprise me here. So I'm not going to I didn't go crazy on the Hawks by any means. Once again, another kind of small play on a road underdog tonight that I like along with the Grizzlies. But yeah, Hawks plus points is a pretty good value tonight. I agree.
Yeah, I think so, man. 10, 9.5. Like the Hawks here, man. Next game, man. Pacers versus the Raptors here. Jordan, tell me something good, man. I know that T.J. Warren, he's questionable here. He's been out a few games with concussion symptoms. Hope he come back, man. T.J. Leaf probable. I know that Oladipo was questionable here with rest, and I was thinking, obviously they can't run them balls to the wall here. He's just coming back from a huge injury or whatever. I hope that he's in there. Gasol's still out. You know what I'm saying? you saw the last game for the Pacers, man, and I'm talking about, and they did play. Them boys played then their perfect game. They lost. I'm sure they're pissed, man. Home and home, and this is immediate revenge. Home and home. I know that the Raptors are on a long winning streak. I think it entered. They should have lost the last game. Come back and win it. I mean, the Pacers know that they should have won that game, man. I mean, it was just really bad clock management late in the game there. They should have won it. Now they back at the house. I'm glad they lost that game. Makes it even better of a spot now, more motivated spot. They just beat them in their house. The Pacers aren't the same team on the road, and you played that good versus Raptors. I think that they can implement. It's tough to duplicate that type game, but I think they can do it at the house here. They showed they could beat them. Raptors probably fat and happy. They just got a record for the. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they could extend here, but I don't think so, man. I think that it's plus one. I just need them to win. I think the Pacers win this game, man. Jordan, one of them guys got to be in Warren or Oladipo, man. If so, are you taking the Pacers here, man? I like them first half and full game here. I don't see the Pacers losing this game, man. I just don't, man. And I'm rocking the yellow for them today.
I see that. I see you got the Pacers color on today. Yeah, after they were up, double digits against the Raptors 2 nights ago in Toronto and they lost that game by 1, you know they're going to be pissed off tonight. The problem is, like you said, it's Warren and Oladipo, and I think you're exactly right. We're going to need at least one of those guys in today to get this win today, because Warren, I was reading up on him earlier. Apparently, he's passed 2 of the 4 concussion protocol tests, still has a couple to pass, and I still have not seen any shoot-around news from them. I got my eyes glued to Twitter for that right now, because that's the big one. It's weird to say that Warren is a bigger injury to this game than Oladipo, but Oladipo has still looked like pretty rusty in the 4 games that he's been back. Him sitting out tonight, I don't think is a huge deal, because the Pacers have so much guard depth that it's not a crucial injury for them, because they do have such a big game tomorrow too at the house with the holiday family reunion tomorrow against the Pelicans and Zion coming to town. So they could play Oladipo tonight and rest him tomorrow, but I do think I do think that the Warren injury is the most important one here. If he is in, I think I am going to ride with the Pacers with you here, but it's such a close call. And it's against such a good team in Toronto, as Junior well knows, and we all well know Toronto has been excellent this year. But they did get that home and home situation, like Jay talks about all the time, is a very, very fickle beast. If you're trying to look for a team to cash 2 games in a row, especially when they won the first game and now they got to go on the road for the second game. I don't know what the ATS trends are on that, but I can guarantee you that the Pacers are probably going to be a pretty good play tonight if they are healthy. And if they get both those guys in, I could see this going down to a pick 'em, or maybe even the Pacers being favored by 1 here if all the news falls in their direction. So keep your eyes on the news for shoot around here for the Pacers. I am very interested to see if Warren has passed those concussion tests and if he participated in shoot around. That's the biggest thing I'm looking for right now.
Exactly. Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it, man. And the home team has absolutely killed it in the past 6 games. Home team 6-0, man. Just not laying points here with the Pacers. Just need them to win. And I see y'all in the chat, and I know everybody gonna like the Raptors here, and they gonna think it's easy. Not so fast. Not so fast, my guy. What you got, Junior? I know, Junior. I know, man. I know that's your team.
Junior's
come on, tell me something.
Tonight.
Tell me something, Junior. Junior, you like the Pacers with me or what? Or you think the Raptors gonna do it back to back?
No, but you guys got to be fair though. I don't even bet the Raptors like that. It's just that I said in the beginning. I'm gonna say this though, because just like you with Dallas, if I go Raptors, I go hard. I try to not bet the Raptors too much. That's why I do a lot of Raptors trifectas, because when I believe that they're gonna win, I just believe I believe it all the way, because I try not to be biased. In this situation, I don't like the spot for them. They got a game tomorrow night, so I took the under 218, and this is my thinking in that. The Pacers' last couple of home games, they haven't really looked good. I mean, I watched both of those games. They looked terrible against the Knicks. They looked bad against the Mavs. They scored 85 points at home against the Knicks. They scored 103 against Dallas. Toronto, just think about this fact. Toronto beat Indiana on Wednesday, even though the Pacers shot 52% from the field and 48% from 3. I promise you that Toronto is not going to allow Indiana to shoot anywhere close to those percentages again in this game. Now, that doesn't mean that I think Indiana is going to lose the game, but I think that Indiana's points are going to be their point total is going to be a lot lower than the 118 that they scored in Toronto the other night. And I think Toronto, sometimes they struggle offensively too. I kind of lean Indiana if you're asking me to pick a side, which to me leans towards the under 218 between these two teams. I think that the crowd in Indiana is going to be fired up. Not only because it's a home and away series, it's just the way that Toronto won that last game. I mean, it was basically came down to a Serge Ibaka three when they were down 2 points with like 30-some seconds left. You know what I'm saying? So Indiana had a chance to win that game. They probably should have won that game. They're going to want to win that tonight. And like I said, the Raptors have a game tomorrow, so they might be looking ahead to that spot when they're back at home. Where I'm definitely, if you want to know when I'm going to be on the Raptors, son, tomorrow against Brooklyn.
I love
I'll
to
be on
hear
them
that.
tomorrow.
I love to hear that, Junior. I love everything y'all just said, man. I think it's a high percentage that we're gonna cash this play. The Pacers and the Hawks. I think it's a real high percentage, man. Y'all know I'm probably parlaying them motherfuckers together too, man. I think it's a real strong opportunity tonight, man. It's Friday. I had to pay myself, man. I'm trying to do it today. The Pacers, I really see them coming out getting this run. My guy Junior's looking at it tell me shit that I'm not even looking at. Shit, I ain't even really care about. He say Raptors got a game tomorrow. He say I'm on them tomorrow. He say they look ahead to tomorrow. He is too. Hey, I like the Pacers, man. I already liked them. My guy Junior say he leaning to the Pacers. He think it's a bad spot. And Junior, they rocks with the home and home. The theory says the team that just lost the game, you know what I'm saying, take them in the next one. And if it just flew over, you take the under the next day. It's gonna be a more defensive game. The teams know what each other wants to do. That agrees with you, Junior. I had to lean to the under as well in there one. That's a nice side. That's a nice look by you, my guy. It definitely works with my theory as well. And I need to cash that Pacers, man, because I'm gonna be on them boys big. I'm gonna be on them pretty big, man. I am. I need to cash it, man. So that's what I like. Detroit versus OKC. Don't have a lot on it. I got OKC written down. I'm like, okay, I'm leaning towards OKC in this game. Pistons are total bet against, still without Rose, still without Mikhailuk. They traded Drummond, so they're not gonna have Drummond here. In theory, they should get absolutely smashed here. There's not even much to say about this one. Don't like that they was just playing around with the Cavs in the last game, but in theory, OKC should absolutely smack the Pistons around in this game. They're not the Suns, and they're at the house. Steep price, but they should smack them. Jordan, any quick looks on this game?
I don't have a play on this one. I would say that the Pistons, I don't think we can undervalue them early in the game, but yeah, I think the later this game goes, if OKC isn't messing around like they were 2 nights ago, I do think they win this game by double figures. I just don't know how many into double figures they're going to win by, so I just probably am going to lay off entirely. But the Pistons still have some firepower. They got some young guys. They're probably going to be trying to play quicker now that they don't have Drummond. So just a lot of unknown in this one. Huge spread at 12.5, 13 points. I'm just going to stay away, I think.
What you think, Junior? You think this the spot for OKC for the little trifecta on them boys, or what? They was bushing around the last game. You like OKC here?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of OKC games, man. I've been cashing with them a lot, so I've been watching their games. I don't think they were really like messing around. I just think that the Cavs were playing really hard in that game. I don't know. I said yesterday, I don't know why the Cavs hate me. Never been to Cleveland. They need to chill out and ruining my plays. But yeah, no, the Cavs played hard in that game. And the Cavs' inside presence really bothered OKC, which was surprising. He's got some strong inside defenders. I think from my personal point of view, bro, this game is one which I would live bet. Hopefully Detroit comes out with a strong first quarter, first half. And Oklahoma City's first quarters and first half defensively, they've not been good, even though their record has been good overall. They usually bring it in the second half. They haven't been. I mean, Jordan's more of a numbers guy than me, but Oklahoma City, from what I've seen, their defense has not been good in the first quarter, first half of games, which is why it always kind of seems like they might be playing around. But in the second half, they usually tend to turn it on. So I'm hoping Detroit comes out with a good effort in the first half or first quarter at least, so I can get a much better price than that 12.5 on the live bet.
Exactly. Yeah. OKC second half might be a look for sure. OKC second half for sure, man. But we'll see in that game. I don't have an official on, but I did have OKC written down as a lean. Next game, Rockets versus the Suns, man. Intriguing one. And I know why the line is so low. I know why. I mean, and Westbrook out, and we knew this yesterday. He was going to play yesterday and then not play today. Obviously, Tucker's still running at the fight. They got Covington out there. My thing with the Suns is, and I thought that they was gonna get it done versus the Pistons. That showed me a lot there. Their bench is terrible. Their starting five, I think, can keep up with the Rockets, but when it gets to the bench, and that's a huge part to me. It's a lot of people don't really look at. when it gets to the bench, obviously the Rockets, I mean, especially if they get to rain those threes, they could smack the Suns up here. I do think that it's a huge letdown spot, and especially, I mean, after me watching the game, I already thought that it was going to be a terrible spot for the Rockets here in the back-to-back without Russell Westbrook, who had 41 last night. But then after they won the game the way that they did yesterday, I think it's even more of a letdown spot. They take their foot off the gas here, and Harden come in here with that bullshit. I could see the Suns getting it done. I had the Suns written down as a lean. I probably won't play. I don't have the confidence to take it, especially that game versus the Pistons. I thought there was a game where they should have won that game. Maybe this is the game. Like I said, I do think they're catching the Rockets at a vulnerable spot. Rockets could have turned the corner, but I don't think so. It's Suns or nothing for me. It's probably be nothing. No, I'm pretty damn sure. It won't be. It's not. I'm not that confident to take them here, but I do think that it's a spot where they could drive here. Any looks on this one, Jordan? You taking the Rockets?
Yeah, I have the Rockets first quarter here -0.5, and that's for a couple reasons. One, the Suns have been atrocious offensively in first quarters, and if Devin Booker's getting locked up and not basically reining in 10 to 20 points in the first quarter, they're probably not going to cover this. They're missing like 2/3 of their front court still, which means that when DeAndre Ayton goes out of the game, they're going to have to go small too. And against this Houston team that's now basically been enhanced to go small, I don't trust them early on in the game, even without Westbrook here. I don't, and on the back-to-back, that kind of scares me away from a full game here because I could see him kind of running out of steam. But the Suns just don't inspire me. They haven't been playing good basketball lately. Their defense is just as bad and has been getting worse in certain spots like this one, especially in the first quarter. I think they are in the bottom third of the league in first quarter defense this year. Even at home, I think they're close to the bottom third, if not in the bottom third when I was looking at it. So I think the Rockets here are actually a pretty good play to come out and smack them up a little bit. That small ball lineup, it does have its benefits. Not only the fact that they're gonna be much more potent from three, but they're just going to be so much more spread out now. Without Capella in there, there's basically it's wide open spaces in the paint right now. And you're telling me that they're going to pull DeAndre Ayton, who's already not a good defender, out of the paint and have James Harden attack it with basically 4 3-point shooters around him. I think that's going to be a recipe for success early on with the Rockets. Now, it may not be a recipe for success like Junior said in the playoffs or all 4 quarters tonight on the back-to-back, but I think at least in the first quarter here, it's going to be a pretty good play. So I got him at -0.5. Took it a little bit smaller than I normally would, I think, but I still think it's a pretty good value. I'm going to be watching these lines too because I wouldn't be surprised to see this tick back up towards the Rockets. I think call me crazy, but I'm not as bearish on this small ball lineup as I think some people are. I actually think it can work in certain spots, and this is absolutely a spot where the Suns basically they missed 4 front court guys. You got Baines, Saric, Cam Johnson, and Frank Kaminsky, who's been out for a while, all out tonight. They don't have the bigs to take advantage of it like the Lakers tried to do last night.
You like this spot, Junior? You taking the Rockets here in this spot, and lastly, do you like are you taking the Kings? What you think about this Kings and Heat spot? Are you taking the Heat tonight? We know that Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero are both out. Last time the Kings took them in that same situation, the Kings took them to overtime. Probably should have won that game. Kings took them to overtime in this exact same situation. It was in Miami. I think Butler is a huge deal, especially on the road. Crazy to say, but I'm not looking towards it here. I know they coming off that loss last night, but and I can't stand the Kings. Holmes possibly could come back tonight. If Holmes comes back, I might have to put something small on the Kings. The Heat still can ball, but we have to remember they're not a good team on the road. And the same scenario when Hero and Butler is out, the Kings almost beat them over there in Miami. So now they're at the house here, still back in desperation mode once again. Any looks on Rockets versus Suns and then Heat versus Kings, my guy?
Yeah, I guess you got to look on both. I got the over 233.5 at Rockets Suns. I just think that this is a game. I know we're kind of running out of time, so I'll just keep it short by saying this is just a game where I see no defense being played whatsoever by anybody except for maybe Kelly Oubre. There's also a couple guys in this game that can drop 40, even 50 pieces. And just finally, the last time that these two teams played, the final score was 139 to 125. 264 points were scored. So I'll take my chances with the over 233.5, especially with the Suns missing all those front court players like Jordan mentioned earlier. And in the Heat Kings game, I got the under 219.5. Jimmy Butler being out. Tyler Hero is supposed to be out, I believe, as well. Miles Leonard is out. Just a lot of guys out. Might struggle offensively. The Heat are a terrible road team. They score a full 9 points less on the road than they do at home. So I'm riding with the under 219.5 in this specific spot.
Got you. And Junior, you want to recap on what I don't have nothing on the last game, Blaze versus Jay. I don't even want to say neither one of the names. I can't stand neither one of them. And recap them with your plays for me, Junior. Please. Did you have anything on the last game? I'm not even going nowhere near the game. I can't stand it. Recap them with your plays, my guy, Junior. And then after that, Jordan, you recap them with your plays, please.
Yeah, I got 3 total plays today. Houston and Phoenix over 233.5. Raptors Pacers under 218, and Kings Heat under 219.5.
Jordan.
Yeah, I got a bunch today. I am on the Grizz +3 first half, +5.5 full game. I got the over in the first half in that game as well at 108 and a hook. That's probably my best play of the day. And then I grabbed Hawks 10.5 when I saw that news today, and I got Rockets -1 first quarter. And I am probably going to jump on and ride with Junior on those unders in 218.5, and maybe even that first half in Toronto, Indiana. I think those are pretty good looks for him today.
Yeah, my guy Junior got them looks out there, man. I can't even sniff an under right now. If I was to take an under today, it would probably be the Raptors and Pacers game. I do think that the Heat will struggle. They still got shooters out there, but I think Holmes is going to come back tonight for the Kings. I think he's going to come back, and Josh Richardson as well. He's went from out from mid-February to questionable, and then now game time decision with a hamstring. He probably didn't got it rubbed up real nice or shot. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to play for the 76 here. Like I say, keep an eye on the Valanciunas injury. Keep an eye for Warren out there. You already know the injuries for the Celtics. I like the Hawks. I'm finna go hop on them +10. I'm finna go hop on the Pacers +1. Everything else probably pretty much is really leans. I might put some small on the Kings, and I might put some small on the 76ers. 2 home teams tonight. Really rocking with all home teams. The Hawks really the only really road team I like tonight. And the Mavs, if the guys are in, I might put some on them. They off a loss tonight, man. Y'all know what we're gonna try to do. I'm still going to get some cash, but I'm still a little pissed. I'm finna go hop on the Pacers and the Hawks. Nice. And I need to cash both of them. Let's say Los bookmakers. We holler at y'all tomorrow, man.